Yeah, this is getting out of hand with the Milwaukee Bucks, y'all. This was a winnable game. It went from a winnable game to a blowout in a matter of minutes. What are we doing with the Milwaukee Bucks, friends and family? Y'all can see I'm still on the road. Should be headed home in the next couple of days. But forget all that. We ain't here for all of that. We here to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we're here to talk about Memphis Grizzlies versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks get another L. This game is so. You know what? I'm not gonna let the Bucks get me mad today because I was able to swim with dolphins and pet a dolphin today. So I'm in an excellent mood because I've never done that in my life. So I'm not about to let the Bucks get me too turned. But I am very agitated with what I saw today. It was like, damn, man, this game started off so good. We up 10 points, looking like we about to put belts to bottom on Memphis. All of a sudden, the subs come in and then we completely just go completely cold in the second quarter. Just all types of mental mistakes, like 5 turnovers in a row, 26-6 run. It we never overcame what happened in that second quarter. That self destruction that happened in that second quarter, we didn't recover from this entire game. We gave a valiant effort in the third quarter to fight, and then the wheels came off in the fourth quarter. Too many turnovers, uh, low basketball IQ plays, just going cold. You're not going to win basketball games. I know, I think Dre West put the exact time, like 3 minutes and something. It was, I'm just going to say 5 minutes because it felt like it was 5 minutes of not scoring. We just couldn't recover. Also, KPJ, 7 turnovers just by himself. Your point guard having 7 turnovers is a problem. I don't care what y'all trying to say about him having the ball and trying to create. 7 turnovers is unacceptable, period. Miles Turner doing nothing is unacceptable. Ryan Rollins didn't have a good game today, and it showed. Like, friends and family, we just got to come to the realization without changes, like real changes to this team, I just don't know where we're headed. We need changes just to compete. I don't know where we're headed. The only team that we can really beat, and that's barely, is the Pacers. That's the only team I feel confident for the Bucks to play right now, the Pacers. Any other team, it's 50-50 at best. I just don't know. We make so many mental mistakes and the fouling. I know, you know what, friends and family, a lot of times we wanted to blame the officiating for a lot of the follow. But these dudes be out here reaching and hacking. I'm watching them. They stay reaching and hacking and not moving their feet. We just don't play fundamentally sound basketball. It's the same song and dance every game, man. Damn, man. On the positive side, though, today Kuzma had a solid game offensively. Bobby had another solid game offensively. Hopefully, to get his trade value up, so we can get back some defensive player in return. Also, it was good to see AJ Green. Let's get the likes up for AJ Green. He finally had a good game coming back from the injury today, so that was good to see. So those are positives that we were able to see. But besides that, I just don't know. I just don't know what to say about this team. It's hard to watch. We lose winnable games. We make the game so much harder than it needs to be just by not being fundamentally sound, moving the basketball, taking smart shots, moving your feet, and then nobody is really slashing to the hoop either. Everybody's settling for jumpers. We don't look organized in any fashion right now. We don't look organized at all. We're just out there. I know Doc is trying, and I don't, you know what? I don't want to blame this loss on Doc. This loss is strictly on the players. They were out there playing like damn fools. It was the players. Doc can't make you turn the ball over 7 times. That was you miscalculating passes. You feel me? We're not gonna blame Doc for none of that. This game today, I have to put on the players. Y'all let me know in the comment section, but I feel that this loss is 100% on the players. They were out there playing like complete knuckleheads. What do we do, friends and family? Like, what is next? What do we need to do? I see y'all asking about when Giannis come back. What is that gonna do? I mean, really, what is Giannis gonna do at this point? Besides put his numbers up, get us a couple wins. We can't beat nobody. We don't have no system. How are we gonna beat somebody? And then in the playoffs, when teams have way more time to kind of just narrow down and focus on you, we gonna get we gonna get ran out of whatever building we in. And then we got Jericho Sims, big goofy kid. He just still don't know how to apply a proper screen. Why are you bending over and screening? Like just like that, just the lack of fundamentals and just focus of this team. We can only focus for a few minutes at a time, and then it's just gone. It's just gone, and it's hard to get it back. That's one thing that's crazy about this team. We could be playing well, right, and playing a certain way, and then we go away from it, and we can never get it back. I just don't understand that. That just doesn't make sense to me, friends. In fact, how can you lose something and just not get it back at all? It's tough, friends and family. It is tough. I just don't know where we start. We got personnel issues. We got coaching issues. We got Giannis injury issues. I just don't know where we start. I do think we definitely need to move some players, and we definitely need to figure out a way to get rid of Doc. But I think both of those things need to happen sooner than later. I know they were trying to wait, further the trade deadline and all that. But if they're trying to compete in any form or fashion this year, we need to make moves as soon as possible. Otherwise, I feel like this season is a dub. I mean, if we're being realistic, do you see the Milwaukee Bucks as they stand right now in their current form? Can they beat anybody in a series? Really? Do you really feel like the way we're currently constructed, the way we're coached, the way we play basketball, do you guys really think we can beat a team in the first round right now without any changes? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments section, but it's just very disheartening to watch how we just don't play smart basketball. Like it's wild. It's really wild. I just don't know what to say. So much. Let's get into some of these numbers. But do y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah, see, Dre, I see you. I see you. Hell, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we what we have so many issues with this squad right now, friends and family. So many issues. And then a big problem, and I was trying to look past it and kind of thinking maybe it's a coaching thing, but I don't know what we need to do to keep Miles Turner engaged game after game. What do we need to do to keep Miles Turner engaged? Like, let's get to these numbers, y'all. This is just kind of crazy. Sometimes with this team, man, they'll show you so much promise just for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, trash. Milwaukee Bucks get their head beat in 104 to 125 in Memphis, a game that we were up by 10 after the first quarter, and they outscored us 15 to 35 by 20 in the second quarter, and we never recovered. We fought hard in the third quarter, as you can see, scoring 33 to 32 points, and then the wheels just came off in the fourth quarter. We didn't have anything left. Bobby Portis played well offensively, I felt. He had 15 points, 7 to 14, 1 of 5, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. That's too many as well, in my opinion. Kyle Kuzma had 15, solid offensive performance, 8 rebounds, 2 turnovers. Miles Turner, 28 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 11, 2 of 6, 3 rebounds. I mean, bro, you getting 30 million, fam, and you having multiple games with single digit rebounds and single digit points is very, very concerning. I don't know about y'all, friends and family, but that's super concerning. 30 million, and you're playing every game. It's not like you're hurt. You're completely healthy, and you still can't give us consistent double doubles. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. AJ Green had a great bounce back performance tonight. 20 points, 7 of 13, 6 of 11, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals. He played well today. He played well. He only had 3 fouls today in 35 minutes, so shout out to him for that. I thought Gary Harris, again, has been giving us good minutes. 17 minutes, 8 points. Like I said, I think Gary Harris' minutes should be ramped up. I think he's playing like Mr. Cool says he's a professional. He's doing what he needs to do, playing within himself. Gave us 8 points. We did see Amir Coffee. Who cares? And then Ryan Rollins had a slow game today as well with 15 points, 5 of 12, 2 of 4, 3 of 5, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers. But Kevin Porter Jr. with the 16 points, 4 of 15, had a horrible game today. 1 of 7 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 turnovers, 2 steals. You're not going to win any basketball game, friends and family, if you have 22 turnovers. These fools had 22 turnovers against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies, respectfully, they ain't no world beaters to me. The Memphis Grizzlies are not world beaters, in my opinion. And there is no way they should have stomped us out like this. It just we can't play consistent basketball. We can't play good defense. We don't play smart offense. We don't rebound well. It's just so many things that we don't do well, but I do think can be corrected under the right leadership. But I don't think that we're dead in the water. I think if we make a couple changes and get a new voice in the locker room, that we could make a run because the East is wide open. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The East is low key weak. So any team can make a run. We just got to get the right pieces. I feel like that. If we can get a piece and get some coaching in here, the Bucks can make a run because the East, there's no world beaters over here. Jared Jackson had a big game though for Memphis with 24, but he had 17 in the first half, so we minimized him in the second half, so that's a positive. Uh, Aldama had 12. Howard had 15. Jalen Wells 14. John Morant 17. Cam Spencer had 19. KCP had 13, but 9 in the first half. It was really that first half that really got us. They shot 50%, 38% from three, 28 assists. I already tell you when you see teams with close to 30 assists, they're probably going to win. We can't complain about the rebounder today. It's 43 to 48, so we won the rebounding battle. The ball clearly wasn't even moving today. We don't even have 20 assists as a team. That lets you know everything you need to know about the lack of ball moving for this team. We didn't even have 20 assists. We had more turnovers than assists, friends and family. Please look at that. Yes, the 11 steals are cute. I agree. 2 blocks. But we had more turnovers than assists. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, friends and family. Make it make sense. And the free throws, we can't talk too much. 32 to 24. And let's be honest, friends and family, there's a lot of reaching going on with the Bucks. It's a lot of reaching. A lot of reaching. I just don't know what to say. We're just not disciplined, well coached. We have so many issues. There just needs to be a begin of a plan to make some changes. We can't keep this same team all year. We'll be a lottery team. Offensive rebound is always an issue, 15 to 7. Yes, that's gonna definitely impact the game. Also, points in the paint, 54 to 28. Our big men give zero resistance. Our big men are pretty much matadors. They're giving no resistance, no resistance. And man, I know I'm kind of coming from a lot of different angles. There's just a lot to unpack with this team. We got two backcourt violations in the first half. What is going on? We had two backcourt violations. How? 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 How do you have that? Crazy. Crazy. Let me tap in V Shack here, y'all. Hold on. Let me tap in V Shack. V Shack, what we doing?
Hey, what's going on,
What's going on,
Henry?
man?
This was what can you say, man? This is it started out pretty good, but it got progressively worse, man. Um, his team looks really bad, and looks really bad, man. Um, I don't even know where to start, man. I start here, man. KPJ had a bad game today,
Hmm.
and I think when he plays this bad without Giannis, they don't have a chance. They don't have, when he's not playing well, it's gonna be very difficult for this team to win. The turnovers, man, he has some of the most unorthodox turnovers, man.
Right.
It's I can't even get like a real pattern as to what they're like all over the place. Some of them are with him dribbling the crowd, some of them are actually mix ups with the other guys.
Right.
um it's just looks really bad, and the fact that his shot is off now. His shot has kind of left him for the moment. He was
Hmm.
shooting lights out for a while.
Correct.
Now his shot is kind of left him. So hopefully he gets
But then
out
you
of
got to
this.
compound that also with Ryan Rollins having a bad game. That hurt us too. Ryan Rollins didn't play well.
Yeah, you know, he looked good for like a few minutes in a row, and then yeah, when those two are going bad, it's not good at all. But I think when Rollins was doing pretty good, uh Doc pulled him. It was like, when was that?
And he never
Uh
got it back.
yeah, I think when the guys have it going,
You got to
you got to
ride it
keep them
out.
in the game, man. You got to keep them in the game. You got to keep them in the game. You can't go on set minutes with this team. I'm sorry. You can't go by, to me, just these regular rotations. You gotta
Right.
go with the hot hand, man. You
No, I
have
agree,
to.
and I want to also focus on the players in this game because I don't feel like this loss is on Doc. The players played terrible today. That was low. There's a lot of low IQ basketball. The ball was sticking. We only had 18 assists in an NBA game. 18 assists, but we had 22 turnovers. Do you not understand how mind-boggling that is? How do you
And,
have more turnovers than assists? When does that happen? What are we do? What are we watching? What
and Memphis is trash this year.
this is what I'm saying. We-
Memphis not even playing good this year, man. I mean,
And,
team
and then
team.
and then they got John Moranis on minutes restrictions.
Yeah, man. Listen, teams look forward to us coming to town, man, to get back on their get back. I mean,
Right.
they get back on. They use us to get back on track. Think about it. They're using the Milwaukee Bucks now to get back on track. We haven't won 2 games in a row in over a month.
But
It don't
it's
get
not
no.
even that. We haven't won a road game until that Pacers game. The last road win was like November 28th or something crazy like that. Um,
Yeah, yeah. But let's we got to talk about Miles Turner, man.
I knew that was coming. I knew you
We
were.
stretched and waved
Dang.
a Hall of Famer, a top 75 player. I don't care if he had a Achilles injury. This the quality type. This the quality player we got rid of for Miles Turner. Miles Turner has no offensive bag. I promise you. Listen, I promise you. I promise you. I got a better low post game than him. I promise you. I promise. I promise. Give me his height, and I promise you, I would give you more production than
It is
Miles
disappointing.
Turner.
I was trying to look past it and say maybe it's culture because I was on my Doc rant and I was on my Tupac stuff
Nah,
on
man.
Doc. But after I've stepped back and kind of watched him, it's him too. He's a big part of the problem himself.
He's got no bag. He's got no offensive creativity. He's just he's
Okay, look
on
at this from
off
Amtrak. Shout out to Amtrak, Beast by the Pound. He 100. He's an elite role player. Do you feel that way,
who Miles
Miles
Turner?
Turner?
Absolutely. Yo, he's got no other than like shooting, he's got no offensive game. I guess I was sleeping. I thought he had
Hmm.
more than what he's
Something,
shown.
right?
He's got nothing, man. I mean, the only one's got less of a bag than him is Sims. The only one on
Oh,
the team.
Sims.
The only one. I mean, but Miles Turner, man, he's lost. And if he pump fakes one more time when he's open, I'm gonna lose my mind. He's pump faking when he's open. And then when a guy gets closer, then he tries to put the ball on the floor. No, you pump fake when a guy is up on you.
Right,
Get him
right.
in the air, then you go by. You don't pump fake on somebody that's like 4 or 5 feet away from you.
He does
What
it
are
by
you
default.
doing?
He thinks he Kevin McHale. He does it by default. He think he Kevin McHale. And you know
Yeah,
what else?
he's
Let's
got
talk about. I don't want to just single him out. I'm glad you brought out Jericho
he
Sims.
got a tick,
Bobby
man. He got
too.
like a tick.
Yeah, it's crazy. Our interior defense might be the softest in the NBA. We have no resistance on the inside. We have zero resistance. And it's crazy on defense. Like they just let you walk into the paint. I mean, if we take a look at these stats here, sir, let's take a look real quick. What of our interior defense here? What are we doing? Look at it. Look at it. Points in the paint. 54 to 28. What are we doing? What are we doing? That means people are just waltzing in the paint. Isn't that pretty much what that means? That's
Listen,
crazy.
I saw a young boy tonight go by Bobby like he was sitting standing still, man. Bobby, he may as well be a street sign, like a
Yo.
like a pole, and on the top of the pole, you know where he put the name of the street?
Right.
It should say pass me. That's what it should say. Because Bobby show has no resistance on defense. If you have the will to score, in any way. If you want to drive on Bobby, you can drive. You want to go to your left hand on Bobby, go to your left hand. You want to post Bobby, you can post Bobby. You want to go by him with a half a crossover, you can go by Bobby. Bobby gives you nothing. I
Yo.
know. Listen. I promise you. Give me if I lose 10 pounds. I promise you, I'll play better defense than Bobby. They could give me Bobby's check, half of his check, and check. He's supposed to play on defense, and I promise you, I will play better defense than Bobby. I
There's so much
promise you.
lack of effort from Bobby Portis that is crazy. The lack of effort is crazy from Bobby. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know what to
man.
say.
Some of these guys, I think they feel entitled, man. Bobby feels like he's Mr. Mayor, and he's the mayor of Milwaukee. He can do whatever he wants to do. We don't have the type of coaching that says if you don't hustle, if you don't guard your man, you don't play.
Hmm.
That's what we need. But I guess the team is so bad. It's like you look down the bench. Is hardly anyone you can find to really give you what you need. Like
Right.
you mentioned Gary Harris. Come on, man. We now we looking for like career, like
Role
bench
players.
people, role players to bail us out, man. This is really bad, man. This
We
is
have to
really
make
bad.
moves. There has to be some type of move made, personnel and coaching moves. They both need to happen. This team is a lottery team. I'm being honest. Even with Giannis, I think we're a lottery team, and unless we make some changes. But I will say this though: the silver lining is the East is weak.
Yeah, the East is weak. East is weak. There's no doubt about that. But I want you to think about this. I want you to think about Giannis' state of mind. Think about I'm not going to make All NBA. Think about I'm not even in the MVP talk no more. Think about whatever other streak is broken. Now
Okay.
think about possibly being knocked out in the first round. Think about what his state of mind is going to be after that. If I were the Bucks, man, I would just blow this up, man. This is hot garbage on fire, man. That's what this is. That's what this is, man. I mean, now I was listening to the Memphis broadcast
Hmm.
for a while. I listened to one half the Memphis, one half of the Bucks, and
That's interesting. I like that.
they, yeah, they were talking about, man, in the beginning of the game, Bobby Portis, man, this kid's got game. Bucks gave him another chance, and everybody's finding out. Look, he has putting up a great season. Ryan Rollins, the best kept secret in the NBA. Every time I watch this guy, I can't take my eyes off him. This is what the other guys are saying.
Right.
You got talent on the team and those two guards. Everybody else, man, everybody else,
Tell the truth.
they
Hmm.
they can kick rocks, man.
There it is. That's what I was.
I mean, Kuzma was doing all right for a while. I just think without Giannis, this team is not even. They're barely an NBA team, man.
I
Right
agree.
now.
We can't beat
I
anybody
mean,
but the Pacers.
the weird thing is, if Giannis comes back and everyone plays their natural role, the team can play the rest of the season better than 500, I believe. But now Giannis is he's seeing his damaged goods around. I'm hearing little slick comments by
Right.
people on broadcast. It is and yo, here's what the Bucks need to understand. His value is going down every day. I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm.
Teams they were talking about before, the Knicks and San Antonio. Well, you want those teams to fall or mess up, so they would, and there's these certain fans, so that they would say, okay, we need a Giannis. We can't, but those teams are winning. San Antonio don't San Antonio don't need Giannis
Right.
at all. I
OKC
would
don't need
never break
Giannis.
up that young team right now.
Hmm.
They've given what OKC has lost 5 games, three of
Three.
them to San Antonio. That's crazy. And the Knicks right now looking like they're coming out the East.
Correct.
Right now they do. So I mean, Giannis kind of getting he talking about he the hottest chick on the block. I don't know about that. You got Jokic on TV doing,
56
it's like a
plus.
cartoon, man. Like what is it, 56, a
What,
56-point
50?
triple double
Right.
on
Hmm.
Christmas. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a bad situation to be in, both for the Bucks and Giannis, I think.
I agree.
But
I
the Bucks
agree.
better be smart, man, because if Giannis is sort of if the number of teams that will take him is like shrinking, and they want to get the most value out of him, they gotta be smart, man. They gotta be smart.
So y'all, you think it
They
blow it
gotta be
up?
smart. Look at where this team is now. If I if I want to make sure this team don't go all the way to the bottom, like sink like a rock to the bottom of the sea, I'm trying to I'm trying to break it up on my terms.
That makes sense.
You know, I'm trying to
Hey,
I'm trying to do something in the draft the next couple of years, man. Because all this talent. Look at the
right.
talent the San Antonio Spurs got at the guard position, man. It's ridiculous.
But that's why they can beat OKC. Okay, they neutralize all of OKC's advantages. They have athleticism where you need it most. We've always said this is a guard dominated league. They have the guards, and then they got the big.
Yeah.
That's why they're able to beat OKC. We don't have anything besides Giannis. And even our bigs, to me, we have some of the worst bigs in the NBA. Let me tell you why. You can't even pass to our bigs moving. They have to be stationary. Nobody can be around them. Otherwise, they lose, fumble the ball, can't catch the ball. Our bigs lack, even like you look at Sims, he's athletic, but he's not coordinated. Bobby's not coordinated. Miles Turner, they don't have coordination where they can do multiple things at once. Like if you see Bobby slash into the hoop, you can't give Bobby the ball. He gonna fumble it or trip the layup. You give it to
Nah.
Sims, Sims might not even catch the ball. Miles Turner pump faking. Our interior and our bigs are all soft, every one of them. They give no resistance. There's no fear from any team for any of them players. All people are looking at us as food. Get right, like you said. We on a couple game losing streak. Let's go. I can't wait till we play the Bucks. They don't play no defense. You can get any shot you want, anything you want. You can get it over here with the Bucks. We all you can eat. Whatever you want is here.
What's the Bucks center they used to have? Monroe?
Yeah, yeah.
Monroe.
Greg Monroe. Yeah.
I'll take him right now with any of these dudes, man.
I would take
Seriously.
Andrew Drummond,
He can't
Andre
jump,
Drummond, to
but
keep it real.
he can't jump. He has a sweet low post game.
Right,
So I mean, I'll take because, like you said, all these guys are flawed.
right,
Sims can't catch the ball. Or you do a straight line drive. You
right.
can't do anything. You can't do anything. Horizontal. Everything got to be straight to the basket.
I'm actually cool on Sims, to be honest. I just don't see any potential or any upside to Jericho Sims. I'm just watching him. He can jump, but there's no his coordination is weird. It's like a robot, like he's almost like an Anthony Joshua or something. Like all the moves, nothing looks real fluid when he even when he dunks, it don't
Yeah,
look fluid. He's very robotic.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
cool. I'm just saying, like he's here, but I'm actually cool on Sims. I'm cool on Sims.
And Turner is awkward. He got lucky. Lucky got bad hips or something.
Right?
Like he
Yeah.
walked like he got
That's what I'm
bad hips,
saying.
and his end and just low key is his movements are kind of suspect to me. I don't
Right.
know, man. He look kind of suspect, man. He don't
I
look like
agree. A little
he
soft.
don't look
Right.
like yeah. He look kind of soft, man.
Right.
And
There is a
Bobby,
that is a truth too. Rollins has cooled off a lot since the league has adjusted to him. That he's gonna have to make an adjustment as well. I agree with that.
yeah, but I guess I'm seeing I see Rollins. Um, I don't know, man. I didn't see him play. I didn't think he played. I think his shot looked pretty decent tonight at certain times. Um, these guys got to have a better offense, man. I think I just don't think they're put in the best position to win, man. And here's the thing about KPJ. I'm realizing KPJ is a talented player that right now is probably playing too much.
That's what I was saying.
KPJ
Yeah.
is a type of player that needs to play maybe 25 minutes a game where he's not having to carry the offense so much because he is turnover prone. But he's the type of player that can come in for 25 minutes and give you 25 points.
Right.
So he's just being asked to do too much because he's a high risk, high reward type guy. high risk, high reward. Um, when he's on, he's a
Right.
wonder to behold. When he's off,
It's bad.
it's like yeah, it's like that. Um, Other than that, man, I thought this was gonna be our win tonight. Um,
You got to stop that. We got to stop that from thinking things about to be a win. Nothing is ever a win with the Bucks until it's a win. There is no anticipation of a win. There's no anticipation of any win streaks. All of that is off the table until further notice. We just got to, whenever we can get a win, we can get a win. This team is completely came off they're just kind of they're done now without Giannis. We can't win. It's difficult for us to even compete consistently without Giannis. We look crazy out here. We look like a JV team without Giannis. 22 turnovers. I want to repeat that. 18 assists, 22 turnovers. What are we doing? What are we doing in practice too? Like they can't be this slow.
yeah, and it's not like Grizzlies have like ball hawking guards that are picking you up full court, to be turning the ball over like that. Um, I think the spacing is bad, man.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
spacing is bad, but the problem with that is probably is due to the fact I think what's happening to KPJ. I think he's starting to lose trust in his teammates. I see him more and more.
Trying to go one on one.
Yeah, I see that more and more and more and more and more. Um, because if you look around and you see, well, who can really, him and Rollins, they can just play two. They can't play 2 on 5.
All right.
you know,
Yeah, true.
um, Jaron Jackson is just a more talented player than any of our
Correct. Easily.
big men.
Easily. And that's
He's
the
and
problem.
that
Our bigs aren't really giving us anything. You got Sims that can't give you anything offensively. Bobby is up and down. Miles is very inconsistent. When your bigs don't give you defense, they're not giving you rebound, and they're not giving you scoring, how can you compete in the NBA? Our bigs are liabilities, low key. Our bigs don't give us anything. They can't help us. Miles
so if
Turner,
you
30 million, barely can score 10 points. Barely.
so let me ask you a question. If we made a move, would you want to go for a big or a wing?
Big. We need somebody we can depend on the big. I think Kuzma's fine for now on the wing. I think we can use Gary Harris on the wing. Players we could use on the wing. But Bobby Portis, Jericho Sims, and Miles Turner are really bad in certain situations. They're really bad. Like I would say for the right person, I would trade Miles Turner. Like if there's like, oh, you can get put together something to get Laurie Markin in or somebody like that. I would send him on the first thing smoking. I have to say this. No one I feel like Miles Turner can be on a trading block. I feel like Bobby can be on a trading block and everyone else, not KPJ, Rollins, and Giannis and Kuzma are on the block, in my opinion. That's where it needs to start.
Well, I'm gonna tell
And
you
I'll
right
throw in
now.
Kuzma under the right situation. I'll throw in Kuzma under the right situation. We have nothing that shows that we're tough. Nothing about our team says tough. Nothing about our team says that we're looking to win. When you're coming to five serve, you better buckle up. Nothing. We're a pushover. You know what? I hate to say this until things change. We're a bottom feeder. We're a bottom feeder. How crazy is that? Just without Giannis, this team is a bottom feeder. We can only beat teams with like single digit wins. We beat the Wizards, and that's a fight. We done beat the Pacers. That's a fight. We're, we're a bottom feeder. We got to accept that until we start to play better or things change on this team. We're bottom feeders, and it shows. We're not a disciplined team. We're not structured. You see, when you watch OKC and the Spurs, those are two well-oiled machines. That's real basketball being played. when you watch OKC and the Spurs. You're seeing plays, you're seeing offense, you're seeing dynamic playmaking on both sides of the ball. You
Yeah.
seeing fight, you seeing heart, you seeing people, you seeing dogs. We don't have any of that. We can't compete with nothing like that. Nothing. You tap in, Mr. Cool. Hold
What
on, Mr.
what is
Cool.
what is Mr. What is Miles Turner is averaging how many points this season? He's averaging
What up, Mr. Cool? Salute to the living legend.
he's
Also, I forgot to shout
averaging
out B Shack too. Shout out to B Shack, South Florida's finest.
he's averaging 12.4 points.
Hmm.
Brook averaged 13 last year. I I don't see right now based on how Brook played last year and Miles Turner. Right now, I would take Brook. I put Brook back in the drop. Uh, we got better defensive guards than we had last year. I think so. Right? Because he's got no bag, man. He's got no game. At least Brook was a dependable post player. If you threw it down there, very few people could stop Brook down there when he made up his mind. He had a little push shot in the lane, right? He had those little awkward little
Right.
drives and little slow drives where no one could kind of figure out how to time it. He's big as all get out. So, but Turner has been to me, if you look at the cost,
To the
um,
production.
what we gave up, Turner's been the biggest disappointment of the year. You can't depend on him at all. And someone needs to tell him if you pump fake, you're gonna sit on the bench. Pump
Yeah, play
fake one
strong.
more time when you're wide open, you will come sit down. And maybe that's why they were sitting him. I don't know, as much as they were. But he needs to let the ball go. We need shot attempts, man. He's a good enough shooter. He's got the green light, but that pump faking and wait for the guy to get close to you, then try to drive around, it doesn't work because he has no handle. He has no pack. He has no
He-
bag to get to the hoop.
Zero. Sadly.
So again, look at the makeup on this team. You know you can't blame Doc Rivers for that. You got to blame John Horst.
Right.
He put the team together, and
Valid.
and and I'm gonna shut up so Mr. Cool can go, but it's not looking good for the Bucks because Giannis is starting to get a reputation as being injury prone. Teams
Hmm.
are like now saying, "Well, we're gonna bring him in for the playoffs," but he hasn't even been able to play in the playoffs for the last 2 or 3 years. So it's not a good situation, man. It
All right, the
really isn't.
shine is starting to wear off a little bit. The shine is starting to wear off.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the Bucks seem to be the last one to know. Well, we're gonna bring him in for the.
What's your thoughts,
So
Mr.
anyway,
Cool?
Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with a prediction.
uh
This will
oh.
Okay.
shock you. OKC will trade for Giannis and give us 3 first-round draft picks and they center and check. They are not going to keep losing to the Spurs. Right now, the Spurs are a better team than they are.
Correct.
They're going to make a move because they got the draft picks. They will trade for Giannis. They have the most trades capital to do it. They have the most assets by far. They're not going to keep losing like that. They're just not. Not that GM. They will go
Mm.
ahead and make the move for Giannis. So just prepare yourselves. That's coming down the pipe. They cannot beat the Spurs as is. They have
I
lost
agree with
three
that.
times in 2 weeks.
But the thing is
And the
not that
last,
they lost three times. They've been blown out. They haven't even been
right.
competing after halftime. Like they've been getting punished. So like that's interesting in itself. Well, go ahead, Mr. Cool.
Then I'm gonna go back to Doc because here's an issue when I watched the Spurs. How is it that they took those 2 guards and got those guys to play so well so quickly together? I mean, I don't think
Mm.
Ryan Rollins and KPJ talent, just as sheer talent, is far behind those two guards for the Spurs. But
That's
they are
true.
destroying OKC's guards. And I'm watching
True.
this thinking, holy smokes! Why
Right.
can't we got to play our guys? We got to play them one at a time. We can't even
Right.
play them together. What's with that? How can you not get those guys to play together better than that at the same time? So that's on Doc because it's clear that they're not shuffling players like that. They got those two guys out there balling. They added the kid from the guy from the Kings, the
De'Aaron
point
Fox is the difference maker for them.
Fox,
Hmm.
and those three on that perimeter are just killing teams in the West, killing everybody.
Killing
Then you got
everybody. Right.
Wemby backing them up to protect the paint. So they're even Skip Bayless says that he's an OKC fan. They're the best team in the NBA right now. They're the best team in the NBA. And so if that being the case, and OKC having all these assets, I think they will pull the trigger. That's just a
Mm.
prediction of my own. I ain't heard it nowhere. I got no inside sources to say that, but that's just my belief. They
Huh.
will make the bid for Giannis because they have the most to offer,
I'm in
and I
section.
don't
What
think they
y'all
have.
think?
So
You know, that is interesting. I I think what's going to be I think they play them again within the next month, and I think if they lose that one, that's probably a done deal because think about it. Think about the key matchups between the Bucks and San Antonio for the last couple of years. It's been must see TV between Giannis
right,
Right. A
right,
Wemby. Yeah.
and Wemby,
right,
and Giannis one of the very few people that can actually really D up on him,
sure can,
and be halfway effective. And you think about OKC, the viewpoint of Giannis. Well, the Giannis, the Giannis led team beat them last year in the NBA Cup.
right,
Giannis checks all the boxes as far as being a high uh, character guy
right,
that they like to have that team. Um, and they were just to figure out. Beyond have to understand that is that's SGA's team though,
true.
Hmm.
and but you know, good coaching should be able to figure out a way for them those guys to play together. And you would figure with Giannis down low, SGA should probably be even more unguardable.
Right.
Um,
Well,
so I
but
don't
see,
know.
that's gonna.
That's interesting.
But
Very
see,
right.
SGA's having a lot of trouble with the Spurs. Giannis will bring so much attention. They're not going to play Giannis one on one. They're going to have to help. That's going to help free up SGA, and that's what I think they're going to need to have happen with that
That's the
team.
only team he
So,
struggles with offensively. He never shoots good against the Spurs.
and unfortunately, that's the team they're going to have to beat to get past to get to the finals. Okay, so something's going to give.
So let's just
But
say
they
that were happen. Friends and family, let's just say what Mr. Cool is proposing happens. Are y'all taking 3 first round picks, their center and Chet Holmgren? I don't think that's a bad haul. But we'd have to utilize those 1st round picks efficiently. That would be key.
and this is something else, B-Shek, I want to run this by you guys as well. In my opinion, for some reason now, these guys are coming out of college more prepared to play than ever before. Used to be you got first round picks, them guys would take a few years to get ready to play
All
and
right,
get up to a certain level. That's just not happening anymore. Usually by their second year now, these guys are rolling the top
that's
players, the
true.
really good ones. So it's really advantageous to go ahead and take these draft picks and try to find a couple of ringers to try to flip your team into a better team. Because the game is getting younger and younger too. You're old at 30 now. I mean, these
Yep,
guys that in their 20s play so hard and compete so hard that you have to look at bringing in younger star players, potential star players, not your 24th picks and 28th picks,
same
but
bleacher.
guys are in that top 15. Anybody who's drafted in the top 15 right now, these guys by the time they second year are legit NBA players. That never used to be the case.
Right.
I remember guys would sit, you'd have a star player. I remember when Tim not Hardaway, but Anthony, those guys sat the bench back. They would sit the bench for years before they ever got to play. Players when they were in there early on back in the day, they would never get this kind of playing time and stardom instantly as these guys are getting now. So I just think it's a worthwhile thing to do to go after first round picks and hopefully high picks and move Giannis because Giannis really and truly the injury thing is real.
Yeah.
And do you think he can go to another team, play as hard as he played for us, and avoid injuries? That's not going to happen.
No.
He's going to still be getting hurt. And then where do we stand with him hurt again, even to finish out this season? Because I got to tell you, even if he comes back, this is a mess. This is
Yeah.
still a
This is.
mess.
Yeah.
Because here's why:
Yeah.
our,
We need to
our
protect him if
team.
he's our asset. We're not going anywhere. We're a treadmill right now. Protect the asset. Shut him down. I say shut Giannis down.
Look
If
how
you're gonna
long this
trade him,
has
trade
taken
him,
us.
but shut him down. Shut him down. Go ahead, Mr. Cool. Then we go to B. Shut.
Sorry. Look how long it's taken us just to try to adjust without him. When he comes back, they got to readjust playing with him again, and it's just becomes harder and harder. It's like digging a hole and trying to dig out of it. There's just no end in sight. So, as much as we love him, maybe it's time to just go ahead and pull that trigger and tell OKC, hey, what you got for us? And
Right.
let's look at this and see what we can get and start rebuilding the Bucks team because, as I said, these young players are coming in ready to play. I mean,
Yeah.
quickly. And I want to get up back onto Miles Turner, but I'll let you guys go now. I want to speak on Miles Turner.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, it looks like seeing what's out there, the fans and media are interested in the OKC as far as OKC's media and fans want Giannis, but it would really go against Sam Presti's MO. He's a very conservative guy. He
Hmm.
likes to build from within. He rarely does he go for the big splashy moves. But like I said, I think another loss to San Antonio would turn up the heat on that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and here's the thing about Giannis. Giannis mentioned in an interview with Austin Rivers that he realized he his game has to change. This is why he was trying to develop the mid range, which he shot a lot more last year. He's all but abandoned it this year.
Abandon it. Correct.
Yeah.
And if you're really talking about developing a shot uh, into your later years, you got to be committed to it. He made
Right.
progress last year. If you stay committed to it, you can probably raise it by another percentage or two this year.
Right.
But here's the problem: we all thought when they used to say, or the word is Giannis's game would not age gracefully or age well. People were saying because of the fact that he does not have a jump shot, when his athleticism goes down, he's going to be in trouble. But apparently that's not the biggest threat to his age for his game not aging well. It's the way he plays so hard
Right.
Hmm.
that just begs for lower extremity injuries.
Mm.
Right.
That seems that's going to break him down before it's the shot that becomes an issue. And
Right.
Giannis could be very young enough, capable enough to do the things he's always done, but the fact if his legs start breaking down, if he's that knee has never been right since that ugly situation before the
Rhythm.
championship, and these
Mm-hmm.
calf muscle injuries, again, driving hard to the hoop, taking contact in a high pace game,
Right.
where they sped up the pace. So the only way for Giannis to sustain is to load manage. I hate the word. And Giannis was a player that years ago said he would never want to load manage. But I literally think it is a necessity now because of his injury history And the fact that he keeps breaking down at the end of the season for the playoffs.
Right.
So you talk about asset. This is a depreciating asset now
Mm.
for the Bucks, and they better wake up and understand that before anything else happens, before he comes back and possibly gets injured again, and
Right.
that's why Amara, you talking about shutting him down, because if he gets injured again, that's just going to be a bigger issue, a bigger problem. But I think though, if they shut him down, if they literally say we're shutting you down, that is when Giannis will probably feel the initiative or feel, okay, this is the window now for me to actually ask for a trade. I
Right.
think that will trigger him asking to be moved. But the Bucks have to look out for themselves. At this point,
Right.
they,
I
they
agree.
have to.
Yeah.
They have to. Giannis out here getting endorsements, man. He's out here living his best life.
Mhm. And that's all good. That's
Giannis
all
a
good.
trip,
Right.
man.
You know, I just have to think about the Bucks as an organization. These they need to start thinking about that. What's our
Yeah.
vision? Do we have a vision of where we want to go and where we want to be? And as I said, this just can't continue. I mean, we're like 12-19. I mean, come on, we are battling the bottom. We are
Correct.
battling the bottom,
Correct. We're a bottom
and
feeder team now, officially.
and the idea that and I thought the other day that well maybe there's enough time, but really you have to jump over so many teams just to get into the play up to the play in or the playoff spot. It's just not realistic based on what we're seeing right now. Because again, you got to change coaches if you're going to do that. Now you got to start all over with a whole new coach. That's going to set you back. How far and how long we don't know, but it's just too many moving parts just not to be considering trading Giannis at this point. And again,
I,
we
I,
have to be: Are we Bucks fans? Or are we Giannis fans? And that's what Bucks
Mhm.
Nation have to come to understanding. We appreciate him. We love what he's done, but in terms of his style of play, that's how he's going to play. Because here's what happened. Yes, he was improving on his shot, B-Shack, that's for sure. But Giannis came into the season because I think he didn't like all the grumblings about being the fourth best player or the fifth best player. He came in with the determination to be the MVP. And that's why he was playing so freaking hard, even harder than he normally did to
right.
start off the season. So he wasn't going to even try to go toward mid range because I want to score as much as I can, lead the league in scoring, and I'm the best player. I don't want people to forget who I am. That's what I think he was thinking
Right.
about until he got injured. He
And,
said,
and,
"I'm
and
just going to go ahead."
and he's had 3 injuries this year.
Right.
Mhm.
He had, I think he had a, I think he had some sort of what did he have before the groin?
Didn't he have a calf or something before the groin or knee something?
Well,
Somebody tell us
I
in the
know he
chat.
said, that the calf is result of coming back too soon from the groin. So maybe just 2 injuries. Um, but yeah, you're right. Giannis, I think he did come in the season wanting to prove a point. And he
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted his value to be as high as it could be for a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think he was, he was kind of. I really think he was trying to. I think he's trying to, showcase for New York and all that type of stuff. And New York is like, we really don't need you.
Right.
And I just think he, on top of that, he played in Greece. Someone has to start
Mm-hmm.
shutting this Greece stuff down. He needs to start thinking about this, because how can you continue to play these? Now they don't go over there and just play around. They play as hard over there, if
Yes,
not
they do.
harder, than they do in the NBA season.
Hmm.
and that's why all the Bucks, you know, staff go over there when he plays because they want to keep an eye on him,
Right.
you know. And
Well,
but I think him playing in it is an issue. I understand wanting to play for your country, but for your body, I think Luca actually didn't go 1 year recently because of his health situation. And Giannis needs to start thinking about that. He
and
says
it's
I
he wants
not
to
agree.
play
just it's
until he's
not
40. I don't see how. I don't see how. I don't see it.
no, and it's not just to me his just playing. He has all these business investments and business he tries to run. His family is growing. He's having several kids now. I mean, so he just to me, summer should be about resting and taking care of those things. He's you just mentally you just go get a little wore out, even mentally, not just physically. And he's putting so much on himself. He thinks he's superhuman, but you're not. Okay,
Right.
you need your rest. Your mind need to rest too. You got all these business investments that he has, business investments. And that's great. Not knocking that. That's fine. But you have 4 kids on top of that now. And, you try to help take care of your brothers and keep them moving forward. And he just has so much on his plate. So to throw playing with Greece out there is just it's taken away from his NBA opportunities as far as his play. And of course, that hurts the Bucks organization
Agreed.
when he does that. So
And I don't
I
want
don't
you to
know.
forget about Miles Turner, Mr. Cool, because you said you wanted to talk about Miles Turner. I want you to make
Yeah.
sure you get those bars off, sir.
Well, I finally decided that he's this has been a really really bad investment because I didn't know he was this limited. But as I
Mm.
said in the chat earlier, when a team goes to the finals and they start in center and you've been there for 10 years and they are hesitating to sign you, is a red flag. That's a serious red flag. The Pacers was in no rush to sign him, and they let him walk. Okay, they let him walk. They knew something we didn't know. Now we're finding out that how limited that he really is. One of my big concerns is all of our bigs. This is why I'm gonna cut Doc some slack
Mm.
because if our bigs can't pick and roll and catch the ball and do it, finish with it, what good are they? They got the
Yeah.
worst hands. All he can do, somebody
Just
said,
say that early.
is pick and pop, pick and pop. That's it. That's all he can do. Well, I don't need a 7 footer just running around circles of the perimeter, dude. I need you
Right.
sometime to get to the basket. He had a rebound that time right at the basket or pass in there. He couldn't finish right at the rim. He don't follow up shots when Kuz attacks the basket. He should be trailing to get tip dunks. He don't do any of these things. And I'm watching him
Mm.
thinking, God, I didn't know he was this bad of a player. He really lacks a lot of things. He's very, very limited. But the fact that he can't catch the ball on a pick and roll and attack the rim, that just from a coaching
But
standpoint,
but that's
that
not
hurt that
just
hurts
him.
you.
I don't want to just say Miles. I want to say the same thing for Sims, the same thing
Oh,
for
of course.
Portis. Oh yeah.
Yeah, none of them can catch the
No.
ball. So you've now eliminated attacking the
Yeah,
basket off your pick and roll because these guys can't do nothing with the basketball.
yeah.
Nothing.
You could, yeah, Amber, you can say all of them, but they ain't none of them getting paid like
Like Miles Turner.
That's true.
he getting
Still.
paid like he has some hands,
Right.
and
Right.
and he ain't. Listen, one of the most underappreciated um uh skills that Brooke Lopez had was soft hands.
Hmm.
We did we you know we really didn't. You don't think when someone always catches the ball, it's something you can easily take for granted.
Right.
Brooke had soft hands on the catch. He had soft hands on his little floaters. He had nice for a big man his size. He has incredible touch,
Right.
and he's he's so fundamentally sound. Uh, I really think that um, in our frustration with him sometimes not be able to move like he used to be able to move. I still think he brings more to the table than any of these guys.
For you to say that lets me know how bad Miles Turner really is because Brooke Lopez is terrible. Brooke Lopez is not even getting any clip for the Clippers, and the Clippers are
I
terrible.
know, I know, I
And that just,
know.
but that just lets me know how bad of a state we are in with our bigs that we're talking about Lopez, and that lets me know that we just wasted 30 million a year on Miles Turner, and we need to
Think,
package him up soon as possible.
think,
We need to package him
think
up.
think about this. When Brooke was his age, Brooke was a way better player than this guy. Okay.
Yeah,
We're talking about Brooke in his twilight years of the NBA. When Brooke was 30, he would have destroyed this dude.
I
Destroyed
agree.
him in all aspects of the game. All aspects of the game. We made a really bad investment in this guy. I didn't mind so much doing it because I thought he was a better player. But
Right.
now he's been exposed as he can't bring nothing to the table. One of the things I criticized Doc was not getting him clean enough looks at the basket. Well, they're giving him lots of clean looks at the basket, and he's still missing shots. At
Right.
least do
Yeah.
the thing we thought you could do. You're not even doing that. He can't. One of the things Brooke did really well when we say Brooke didn't rebound, but you know what Brooke Lopez did well? He boxed out well. I've seen him so many times. He almost boxed out two people so Giannis or somebody else could get the rebound.
Yep,
This dude don't
yep.
do none of that. So you can't underestimate the fact that Brooke was willing to sacrifice and say, "Look, Bobby Portis, you get that rebound, or you get that rebound," because he would box out so well. This
That's
guy can't
right.
even do that.
I just want to
This guy,
repeat these stats real quick, Mr. Cool. For the month of November, Miles Turner is averaging 11.8 rebounds a game, 1.6 assists, 3.6 rebounds. That's all you need to hear. 30 million. Carry on, Mr.
yeah.
Fool. That's crazy.
And again, this is where I got to go back and blame Giannis. Why do you think they even did that move? To try to satisfy and please him and do something to make him happy to show we're trying to do something. So we're going to take this big, gigantic step and stretch and wave Dame and write all that money off and give up a player because basically you're giving up another player's spot in salary to Dame
Hmm.
that could have been for the Bucks. So we've lost a $20 million player that could be, could help you get somebody like Jeremy Grant or somebody else
Right.
that could really,
Correct.
really help your roster. We're pissing that money away on this guy. Man, it would have been tough if he played like a star to give up that kind of money, give up what we gave up. But for him to play like a bum and let a third
Yo,
string
Mr.
G League
Cool.
player, a third string G League player come in and outplay you today from the Memphis Grizzlies. This guy was in the G League not that long ago. Even he outplayed you. I was like, where's your pride at, dude? You don't have 1 ounce of pride. As a man, I would be like, nah, this guy just came up with the G League. He is not about to outplay me. Ain't no way. I'm gonna let my fans across this country see me let a G Leaguer outplay me. It don't even phase this dude.
Yo, Mr. Cool,
And
you
this,
the
yeah,
best.
Miles is mentally
you have some
soft.
pride. You have some pride, man. Like, look, like Ja Morant looked like he was literally insulted when AJ Green was in front of him.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank you.
He was
Thank
like,
you.
"Oh, y'all gonna guard me with him?" And he was like, "Just clear it out." And then
Right.
when AJ Green, fouled him a couple of times, one time he went back and pushed AJ Green because he's
Right.
like, his attitude is like, "You're not on my level."
Right.
And you want those guys to have that type of pride every once in a while. Like, no, yeah, yeah,
True.
you cannot guard me. You cannot compete with me, and I'm gonna dominate you. I'm gonna show you. Well, doesn't seem like we have that. Doesn't seem like we
No.
really have that. And I don't even know, man. This team is so bad right now. Like I said, I even see KPJ's confidence like going in the wrong direction. To some,
Yeah.
I can
I,
see
I
that.
get to see him tail spinning a little bit, um, because there's no real, Doc is on the bench having conversations, leaning back, talking to his assistants. And they're all leaning in, and I don't know what are they talking about? Because
Right.
they ain't fixing nothing. What are you talking about?
Right. Right. Well, and let me speak to
So
that real quick. Let me speak to that for a second, B-Shack. I remember I was
mhm.
coaching in high school, and I had a really good team, but my team was losing. I'd spend more time arguing at the referees and they're yelling at them. And I never forget a ref came over and told me, he said, you know something? You got a really good big guy. He's probably the best big guy in this conference. Why don't you work with him and get him better? And just worry about your team instead of worry about what we're doing as referees. And it always struck me when he said that, because then I said, you know what? He's right. I spent so much time focused on what the referees are doing, not worried about my own players. Doc spent more time
Mm.
yelling at the refs than he does worry about his own players. Your own players making mistakes right in front of you. You ain't saying
True.
nothing. Nothing. You're not coaching. You're not directing. You're not nothing. And I always remember that referee said that to me. We ended up winning the championship that year because of that ref told me that, and I took it to heart. Instead of taking it
Right.
personal, we went ahead and won. I made that big guy learn to play, and he became a pretty good player for us. But I had to humble myself to know, you know what? Quit blaming the refs. Quit crying and
Uh-huh.
talking to anybody else. Focus on my own team. Doc just does not do that. He doesn't know how to just coach his team. Even you got to coach them during the game too, man. Hey, you're still your
That
job to
is
coach
my
them.
So,
biggest pet peeve: the lack of in-game adjustments with Doc. Agreed. Go ahead, B. Shat.
so you got different types of coaches. I look at AJ Reddick, right? He's like
Hmm.
ticked off. He's like throwing his team under the bus. He's kind of like telling them that he's not going to stick around for another 50 something games for
Yeah, I
this,
heard that.
whatever
Wow.
that meant. Or would you want someone to be more like um, my man down in Houston? Um, what's his name?
Ime Joker.
Ime Udoka, who's like stoic that I can't even imagine anyone on this team crossing him.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
I can't even imagine someone like jogging back on defense on his team
Hmm.
Right.
because he's gonna hold those guys accountable. I mean,
Right.
JJ Redick, I'm not sure if his style's going to fly well with the players over the long haul, but at least he shows he cares.
Right.
Um, Out of those two styles, what would you rather Doc was closer to?
Oh, I need Udoka.
Yep.
I like.
100%.
I'm old school, no nonsense kind of guy. You know,
Right.
because think about look what Brad Stevens did. Brad Stevens said, you know what? I'm the head guy. I'm gonna step aside. Give that Boston Celtic team over to him. You got to give Brad Stevens a lot of credit. He understood that he couldn't communicate in the way he felt Udoka probably could. Turned out to be right. Turned out to be a genius in that, and that took some courage and understanding of putting the team first instead of his
Right.
personal pride. But in answer to your question, I'm not a big fan of JJ Redick. Still, I'm
Either.
just not.
Agreed.
I think he's kind of an annoying, arrogant dude that just kind of bothers me. And I
Agreed.
don't.
But
He
I
got
tell
a
you what,
he's got a LeBron problem.
I
yeah,
agree.
if the
He's got a
Bucks
LeBron
weren't
problem.
so image conscious, they could have had Ime, I believe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
That because they both looking for coaches during the same
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
But the sketchy pass, I think, scared the Bucks.
Oh man, could you imagine? Oh my
And
goodness.
let's be clear: the Rockets are a top 5 team, in my opinion, in the West.
Hey, what were the Rockets when he got there? A bottom feeder.
Yeah.
A bottom feeder.
That's only took what 2 years, even barely 2 years. Now
Two
look,
years. And
look
we're
where
going
they
in
at.
the other direction. We're going the
Right.
other direction.
With
They're
our
going
coach,
toward the top.
that's a difference coaching make though.
Oh.
What you just said, they were a bottom feeder. They inserted coach. Yes, they got Kevin Durant, but they were already trending upwards without Kevin Durant. That was just the sugar on top to make sure they had a closer and they could truly compete in the playoffs.
Well, let
Yep.
me let me run something by y'all. I saw an interview. Um, it was a podcast a couple of days ago, and it was with Mark Jackson. And Mark Jackson was talking about what he saw in the in Steph and Clay. And the guy asked of Mark, would you rather announce? Are you looking forward to announcing again or coaching? What do you want to do more? He said, coach. He said that. I believe in making leaders of men. I believe in changing culture. I believe in holding a man accountable. And I was like, hmm. And he said, a guy asked him, what, I mean, it's the guy Newmark for you. He said, don't you think it's over for you? He said, no. He said, there's a team out there that's going to be like, something. We need a culture change. We need someone to come in and change this thing throughout. I believe I'm the
Mm.
man to do that, and I know how to make guys want to play and play hard. And I just wonder if
I know where you're going.
we should give Mark Jackson a chance.
100%. But are we allowed? Is the organization willing to deal with what comes with Mark Jackson?
I don't think Horse is the dude, man, to hire a Mark Jackson. I think Mark Jackson's at what he did with Golden State, where
Uh
Golden State was, where he got them to.
huh.
Right now they need somebody to bring back some pride to this organization. That's what they need.
I want to switch that term up. I want to say we need a coach that can bring culture to this team. We don't
Culture,
have a
yeah,
culture. Yeah, I would say that we
culture.
need a coach that can establish culture for this team. We don't have any culture.
Someone who's not trying, get out to this tea time every day. And
Yo.
let me just tell y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a golfer, I golf. Golf is as addictive as all get out. I mean, there's times I lay in the bed and dream about golf. If I have a tea time the next morning, I could barely sleep, man. That's how addicted golf is. And I think Doc is like that. I think Doc lives to play golf and basketball is his side gig.
That's hilarious.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if we go change culture, and as much as I respect John Horst, he'd have to go too, because it has to start from the
Mm.
top on down. You
That's
know,
fair.
all that is just when you think about the Pat Rileys of the world, look at that Stevens over in Boston. That stuff all starts at the top. And Brad Stevens wasn't going to stand for Boston not being good, at least not for long. And so look at what they've done. They are playing without their best player, supposedly best player, and I've missed many beats. To be honest with you, you look at their overall
True.
record.
Look at
You know,
Boston
we're
without
playing,
without an MVP caliber player. Look how they're playing.
and
As
look
much
at
as we
us.
talk crazy about Boston, look at how they're playing. Without Tatum, who people try to say is the MVP caliber player, they didn't miss a beat.
Yep. And then we
The
Culture,
lose our guy.
and we can't even get off the bus.
the childish one is suggesting Tibbs or Mike Malone. I say no to Tibbs, man.
Yeah, Tibbs. No, no, no. We don't need that. Mm-mm.
Mike Malone, I can get with Mike Malone. Um, Someone else would be Marcus is a great developer of talent and a good coach. Um, the JB, that's true. JP Marlando said JB Bickerstaff changed the Detroit culture in one season.
Mm.
He did.
One
Absolutely
season.
did.
Great point.
Absolutely did.
One
Shout out to the
season.
chat. Shout out to the chat. Always dropping
Yeah,
gems.
yeah. I you know something? A change is not that far away. You just have to have the courage to make the change. You got
Hmm.
to have the courage to make the change. Um,
Yep.
there's a reason why um, certain companies. I worked at a couple years ago, technology company, and I was one of the managers there. And they brought in. We were doing pretty good, but they brought in a vice president, and he like cleaned house,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and the culture changed like that. There's certain things you just can't change just by tweaking. You you,
Right.
Mhm.
you got to change it at the top.
Right.
So you're saying
Right.
Horse has to go, even though we just re-signed him.
If the owner, see now, see, got different owners now.
Hmm.
Some owners just want to. Just one of their investments. Some owners are invested in like a Mark Cuban or like the
Hmm.
dude down in Miami. Some guys are like they want to win. Some owners want to win, and I don't think we have those type of. I think we have the type of owners that like we just in it to make money, man. Just keep
Right.
the ball rolling, and I think that's why Horse has some job security because he doesn't have. I don't know if the owners are really the new owners. I don't think is it one new owner or a couple of guys.
I think
I thought it was just
one.
one,
Yeah.
Okay,
but I think
I
he's the majority owner.
don't think that I don't think, man, they're like that. Put it that way. But they need to be. They need to clean house. Get someone in here that really knows basketball talent. Um, that's really good at um finding draft. We need our own Sam Presti, man.
Hmm.
Right.
Um,
I agree.
especially
But that's
But
with
what it
again,
takes.
especially
but, but always keep in mind, the Bucks have been winning for so long. We haven't had a down year. This will be our first down year in 10.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
when you've had winning records like we've had, and 2 or 3 years of that where we had the best record in the NBA, totally. So we've had so much success. We're going to have to take a hit, and I think it's hard for us to swallow that. It's hard for me to swallow that, but I think we're at
Mm.
that point. There's no way around it. We're going to have to take a hit for a year or two and drop down to come back up. Every team has done that. That's successful.
True.
We're the only one. We're the last. We're the last ones to get to that point where you finally say it's the end. That's whatever little dynasty you want to call it, a dynasty that we've had, certainly a regular season dynasty. We we're at the end of that now. It's been played out, and I know Giannis is in the midst of all of his, of his career right now. Certainly in his prime. That's what makes this such an awkward spot that we're in because we got one of the top players in the NBA in the middle of his prime, and where do we go from here? What do
True.
we do? How do we fix this? Do we try to just keep riding him out and just be at best a 500 team, or
That's
do we
really
just
all
take
we
the
be.
hit? Yeah, or take the hit, and for 2 years maybe we'll be under 500, but we start to build back up and build a new team because I don't think he's going to play at this level much longer than he's at. I just don't because of the injuries more than anything else.
yeah, and that's why I would probably challenge the statement that he's in the middle of his prime. I think he's in his prime, but
Back
prime
in.
I believe is when you're at the top of your skill level and physicality. I think he's 2 years past his peak physicality,
Could be.
but his mental, his ability to think the game is at its highest right now. So if
Mm-hmm.
his body cooperated, he'd be in the middle of his prime right now. If his body
Mm-hmm.
was cooperating, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Um, and I think he even said he was watching on that Austin Rivers thing. He was watching his own videos, and he saw a couple of the dunks he did taking off. He was shaking his head. He was like, "Man, I can't do that no more." He he
Right. I
he
saw
he,
that.
he can feel it. He
Right.
feels the athleticism starting to seep away a little bit. He's also
Mm.
carrying more weight than he used to as well.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so
That's a good point.
yeah,
It's gonna be difficult to see. Then we got another game tomorrow.
Yeah,
against
Back
the
to
and the Bulls
Bulls,
back.
are
right?
playing very good. The Bulls
Yeah,
are playing very good.
that could be an ugly game. I don't just for that very point. It's a rivalry game. They're playing very good. We're playing really bad. I would hope for a rivalry game though. We would want to show up, but you just don't know with this team. We're just a Jekyll and Hyde squad right now,
And
Well,
which is just
we
crazy.
Giannis is
always need
playing.
Ryan. We always need Ryan and KPJ to play good for us right now to get a win. They both have to play good for us to get a win. There's no way around that. We can't have one. We got to have them
They
both,
both
at
have
least
to give.
against good teams.
They have to score 20 apiece for us to win, and
Yeah.
that's the truth. There
Yeah.
anything less, we will lose easily. They both have to score 20 plus for us to be competitive. Period.
But not only score, but they got to play well. They got to take care of
Play
the
well.
basketball. They got to get some assists. They got to get defend without fouling. They got to just have good floor games where they kind of they're in charge and making good decisions. Because their floor games at times, KPJ gets a little bit OC, and I think he just tries so hard, and he knows he needs to play well. That he gets ahead of himself. They need to help him with his ball handling a little bit too, and when he's in pressure. I mean, that's where I don't understand our coaches because we used to teach our guys when they start putting on that pressure like that, you got to tuck that ball tighter and take care of the ball
Agreed.
better. And they just get the ball slapped from them, take it from them too easily under
Well,
pressure. And I'm like,
but see, I
man,
think the scouts have picked something up. What this is what I noticed when he's driving. Let's say he's trying to get a step on someone, but let's say they move their feet, and a lot of times as a lefty, he'll turn back this way,
And
right, as
somebody
he's
right,
be
going on
right
a
there.
spin, and then he'll come back.
Yeah.
And usually
hmm
there's a second person there
definitely,
that's I think they've scouted that on him.
hmm
That move where he's goes away and comes back and they're waiting for him. I think
yep,
I think that's what's happening right now. These guys now being scouted,
yep, yep,
and
Mm-hmm.
so they know what their tendencies, and they're saying, hey, when he stops the drive, he's going to kind of fake like he's going to be. When he comes back, someone needs to be there, have that lane clogged, and swipe down on that ball. He'll give it up. So these guys got to start thinking, okay, guys are starting to anticipate what I'm doing. I can't put myself in those spots anymore. That's why I say he's playing more space. He's he's
Mm-hmm.
he's playing in too tight of
but
spaces. He's trying to
B-Shack,
squeeze through like a halfback. You need more space.
but B-Shack, and you being a former guard, you understand you can't have the ball that far away from the body like that when he's doing that. He exposes the
Yeah,
basketball too far away. Why
yeah,
in the hell
True.
are the coaches telling him to tuck that ball? When you get into
yeah,
pressure, you got to pull that ball tighter in. You just have to. He has it
yeah,
out in the open, easy to be
yeah,
picked and swept away
yeah,
from it or swatted away. And that's why I don't get my 9 coaches. What you doing over there? Tell him that.
He's sliding on the coaches. Now he came back for the
Jesus.
coaches too. He came back for the coaches. Let's
Man,
get last words. Let's start with you, B Shaq, then we go to Mr. Poole. Hilarious.
yeah. KPJ's been used to playing against a lot of second units.
right.
Now these starters, when they get in the game plan, and I think he's been able to always be able to get by with his athleticism, his herky jerky, his unorthodox. But once again, everyone has tendencies. Everybody,
Mm.
whether you realize it or not, you have tendencies. I heard the other day Isaiah Thomas talk about part of Jordan rules was Jordan could only dribble the ball to 2 dribbles to his left before he had to come back to his right.
Right.
They knew
Right.
that he couldn't.
Yep.
He said he could not sustain the dribble all the way to the people going to come back to the right. When he came back to the right, they were waiting for him. And everyone has tendencies, man. So
Right.
on the bottom line is those two have to play well. They have to play well, and I think it's even more critical for KPJ to play well because he's the one that kind of gets other people involved. But if him and Ryan can put it together where they're both really unleashed, and part of me thinks it might be better if you just tell these guys to both think score first and then pass. It
Uh-huh.
might take some of the confusion out their heads. I think they're
hmm
trying so hard to get people involved, it's slicing their offensive game in half.
That's a fair
I
point.
think one
Yeah.
of the things that is so important when it comes to sports, even in the jobs we do, is clarity. You need
Yeah.
clarity. Once you have clarity, um, it's like something clicks, and I don't think they have clarity. But we need to find some clarity quick, or we're gonna find ourselves out of the playoffs.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, B Shack. On you, Mr. Cool. Damn this.
Well, and again, I know if I was one of these opposing teams, if we're scouting with Giannis not playing, I mean, my theory is we're going to take one of those two out of the game. And I don't think they can score enough points to beat us. You know, you have to
Yeah.
have a,
Yeah.
a, a plan of attack. We're going to really go hard at KPG, or we're going to go hard at one of the two we want to neutralize, hold him under his average. And then I think we'll have a good chance of winning this game because, unfortunately, it's only one every 10 games that we might get Miles Turner to have a 30-point or 25-point game and Bobby Portis.
True.
So they're rolling the dice saying, no, we'll just make sure we come and address those two guys because they're now the top of the scouting report. So when you scout the
That's true.
Milwaukee Bucks, some of the first two guys we're going to be scouting. Because I listened to the broadcast today. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies announcer was just praising Ryan so much
yep,
before the game even started.
Hmm.
They were praising
yep.
him. So they already got a book on him and knew that he was one of the guys they had to really deal with. And they couldn't. They praised
That's true.
KPJ. So the opposing teams are going to come in ready, prepared for these two. And BJ, BJ, I hear what you're saying about getting others involved, but for them to be effective, other guys have got to step up, or they're going to be eventually pressured too much to be effective at all. And
Yeah.
that's why the other guys have got to. They got to try to get them moving, touching the ball, hopefully scoring. The problem is, like I said when I initially started, our bigs can't handle the ball,
And,
so they're
oh,
rolling to the
jeez.
basket and can't catch it. It's just I feel bad for our guards, those two guards trying to pass the ball. These guys, they can't catch the ball.
True.
It's just it just makes it so hard
Do you
because
think
then when
Rollins
you
need
end
to
up,
go back to the starting lineup? Does Rollins need to be back in the starting lineup? You think to start the game off?
I think you got to make sure those two learn how to play together because that's our only chance. And I think they could help take the pressure off of each other. Neither one of them are great ball handlers, either one of them.
Correct.
But they could help each other because they both can score, and the defense has to honor that. You know, and both of them can take you off the dribble and attack. So they give us a three-dimensional player, whereas obviously we know that Green can just catch and shoot,
Right.
plain and simple. That he's just very limited. So, and then when you got our bigs who can't catch the ball, I mean, my gosh, it's just really bad. Now, obviously, Kuzma can. He can handle the
Mhm.
ball and he can finish on the cuts, but when your bigs can never even catch the ball properly, I don't even want to pass it to Sims.
Right.
Just I hate when they pass it to him,
I'm
and
cool on
sometimes he's the
Sims.
only guy. Huh?
I'm cool on Sims.
Yeah, man. Just man, oh man. He's
Right. So much. So
just an
much.
athlete.
So we're gonna see
Just
what
He
happens
probably he probably won't be
tomorrow.
in the league. He probably won't be in the league. Two Within 2 years, he'll be out of the league.
Agreed. He don't have it. Yeah, I think I see why he was on the bench with the Knicks and why he should be. That's how bad we are. That we got to play somebody like Jericho Sims and hope that he can give us production when he's never shown any type of offensive production. That's how
Yeah.
bad of a predicament the Milwaukee Bucks are in. Hopefully they can show some heart tomorrow, but I just don't know what to say. I hope for the best. That's all I can say for this squad. But appreciate you tapping in as usual, B Shack. Shout out to my man B Shack. Hey, South Florida's finest, the living legend, Mr. Cool. Appreciate y'all tapping in, gentlemen. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, y'all can
Yes.
tap in. Appreciate you. All right. Shout out. Tap in, Brandon, before I get up out of here. It's getting a little late where I'm at. Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead, bro. You sound a little far away. Go ahead, though, Brandon. Mm-hmm. Your audio's kind of wild right now, Brandon. It's like it's cutting in and out.
No, I think what I did is like we would make it cool, be that. They don't know what's there at this point. You know. Well, hope, hopefully, hopefully, we're gonna find out tomorrow. But I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say much.
yeah. We played it. We gonna
So,
turn the spin the block tomorrow and play the Bulls and see what happened, Brandon. But appreciate you tapping in, bro.
no problem. And the Packers play tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, so
yeah. Hopefully I can
I
go
love
live.
y'all.
I should. Yeah, I should be able to. We'll see, but I should be able to go live. We'll do both at once, like we usually do. All right, Brandon.
Okay, no problem, bro. No
All
problem.
right. Go ahead, Brandon. Say you gotta say your thing real quick. Go ahead.
The most important thing, and one night at a time, and one day at a time. This vacation has been a fun journey, but this, this season is not a good season.
Yeah, it's
So,
not looking good. All right, Brandon.
so, so we're gonna see what happens. I love y'all. I
Uh,
got to talk tomorrow, and let's keep it going. Salute.
all right, Brandon. Salute to Brandon. All right, y'all. So another rough loss with the Milwaukee Bucks getting our head beat in by the Memphis Grizzlies. We go hopefully spin the block tomorrow. Hopefully I should be able to go live tomorrow so we can talk about the Packers game and the Bucks versus Chicago Bulls game. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Apologize if there's any audio visual issues. Hey, I'm on the road. I'm just trying to make it shake. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I love to stay connected with friends and family under all circumstances. We getting to it. No matter where I'm at in the world, we getting to it. That's what it is. Get the likes up. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. It just is what it is, friends and family. Oh, let me see you still in the building too, because I ain't shout out nobody. I see you, No Strays, Pickle Luke, Derek, Daddy Commander. I saw Boy Mommy in here earlier. Janet MOC, Mina Londo, Lavelle. What's good? Appreciate you tapping in, Trina, the childish one, King Kwame, Dre West, what's good? Robert Brooks, I see you. Moose, I see you. Eli, Jazz, what's good? Patricia P, what up, Patricia? Hey, I wish I had my little buzzer. Patricia P always dropping gems in the chat. What up, Patricia? Anthony Lacey, what's good? Derek Stevenson, I see you. Appreciate all y'all tapping in. Ninth inning, what's good, bro? I see you. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's a little late for me where I'm at right now, but you know it is what it is. We grind over here. Hey, no days off. Y'all know what it is. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the most electrifying content on YouTube. We move the needle in this Bucks culture. That's the truth. Go.